Alright guys, so today I'm gonna show you step by step the best guide on the whole entire internet. I'm telling you, like the entire internet. I looked and there was bits and pieces, but not everything was there. On how to change your alternator on a Cadillac STS V8 North Star. Once you have, I think all the V8s 4.6 or you have a STS V, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna go in as much detail as possible because I hate videos where people show you something and they don't really explain how it's done. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's done. So we're gonna start off by first disconnecting the battery. Okay, you do not want your battery on when you're working on an alternator. All right, then the next thing you're gonna do, take your oil and steering fluid covers off so you could get this off. All right, once you got your engine cover off, use Phillips head. Unscrew this, loosen them up, loosen it up here, just pull it right out. Once your intake manifold is out, you're gonna want to disconnect the fan. And the reason you want to disconnect the fan, well, not the fan, just those bolts, is so that you can get to the tensioner. Okay, and to disconnect the fan, there's 3 bolts, exactly 3 bolts, and they're 1/2 inch, and you're gonna want to use a deep socket. They look like this. And to get to the top 2 is really simple. One is right here, the second one is right there. You'll be able to reach it from up here. Now the last one is at the bottom. You will have to take the bottom cover off. As you can see, I have no bottom cover. It's right there. That's the bottom cover. So you take that off, take it off, and you'll be able to reach it from the bottom. Like I said, use a 1/2 inch deep socket. But just the FYI, the tensioner is gonna look just like this, but somewhere down there. Okay, so this is the exact location where the tensioner is located. So you got the fan, and it's right there, like right there. Can I see it? Right there. That's your tensioner. So loosen that bad boy up so you could get your alternator out. You have a bolt that's down here. It's a 15 millimeter, and then this screw here is just the cover. Take that off. I'm trying to pry it out right now. And then you have a sensor up here, and to get that off, you use like a tweezer. You have to work your way through it, but you just gotta unclip it, and then it should just push up right out. And then I'll show you what's on top in a moment. Alright guys, as you can see, the first bolt is right there. Let me zoom in on it. And the second bolt is right behind it. I think you can kind of see it right there. That little bit of sliver that you see, that's the second bolt, is right there. You kind of have to get your hands. You don't have to take these hoses out. You just put your hands down here, you get ratchet. Just find your extensions, and let me see. I could probably feel the bolt. I mean, it seems impossible, but it's very doable. So, but you kind of have to work your way. If you don't have the right tools, it's gonna be hard. But yeah, I feel the first bolt right here, and the second one is right behind it. You could legit feel it from here. Just put your hand down, feel that first bolt, move your hand up a little bit, and you can feel the other bolt. They're both 15 millimeters. Okay. Just try to pry this out. It should come right off. Yeah, it should just pop out. Alright guys, so I finally got it out. Right there, it just pops right out. It's supposed to pop right out, but I just used the flathead. And the 10 millimeter should be right behind this cover. So let's see. Yeah, let me just move that out the way, but yeah, it should be sitting right there. Alright guys, after a long time playing with this thing, I was able to get a flathead in there and just pry it out, and there's a 10 millimeter. You gotta loosen that up, let that cover give me a good battle. But let's just unscrew that, and once the top 2 bolts are out, we should be able to move the alternator down from the bottom. Man, they just said that was not easy to do. That took a lot of... Alright, it's loose. I feel bad if you have to change the alternator on this car. That rubber cover is no joke. Alright, 15 minutes later, I'm just gonna pry this out. Alright, so when you get to this part, just use this squeeze and it should pull right out. Got it out right there, right under the 10 mil. Alright, so the top 2 bolts are gone. I'm gonna remove the bottom one, and I'm gonna try to pull this thing out first. The last bolt is right here. See guys, looks like this. We're just play around with it. I don't know how it's gonna fall down here. Sorry, can't really put my hand here. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to put back in.
No, just remember what you're doing.
Okay, there she goes. Okay,
See
Okay.
how you're taking it out?
Yep.
Because the other one's gonna go the same
Just
way.
twist it to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Push it on. Yep, so push it up. And then same way you take it out, same way you put it back in, right? Finally. Took a long
So how
time.
you take it out? The top goes to the top, or you kind of twist it a little bit?
Just push it up. Alright, so just a little visualization. Your first bolt was right here. And then the second bolt that you could not see was the same bolt. 50mm sits like that. So you just gotta find a tool, some extension, and just play around with it. Took a long time, but it came out. And then just transfer this to the new one. It just to hold the cables down there. But yeah, just transfer that over. And then yeah, just push this thing back up in the car, and there you go. Just reverse everything you did in the beginning, and you're all set for a new alternator. Thanks for watching.